Thanks, Anton. I might have changed my mind since I did those tips earlier today, but nevertheless it'll be a good race between these two, Kettering Girl and Girl of the Glen. They're drawn alongside of each other. They're all set 17-20, driving tactics to play a major part, and they're off and racing fifth on the card. Girl of the Glen and Kettering Girl, as we expected, both want to be forward. At wide back to the bar, Major Maguire between them, and behind them then is a Secret Mouse as they leave the straight, and stumbling in, got away all right from gate number 2 behind them. As they go to the back, who's Famous Cookie. It's dropping back with the early pace right on the lead time, quickest in the night, 6.5, and the leader is Kettering Girl. Back to the bar, Girl of the Glen the outside. Back to the bar, lobs in behind the leader, then stumbling in, Major Maguire the outer. Further back to the Secret Mouse over on the inside, Famous Cookie going forward. In behind them, Dexter's Son, and then East on Broadway. And last of all would have been Hazel Ellen to the top with a quarter of 28.6. They're motoring, and this leader's putting them down in grand style. Kettering Girl out by a long net to Girl of the Glen second, the outside. Back to the bar third, the inner, as they come into the straight to hear the bell. In behind these runners now as they come down to hear the bell with a lap to travel is Major Maguire stumbling in on the inside. Behind them, Dexter's Son, Famous Cookie, East on Broadway, Hazel Ellen, and last of all is the Secret Mouse with a quarter of 32.9. They backed off slightly, gave them a breather, go to the 600, and the driver sits up stylishly on Kettering Girl to lead out. 3 parts of a length to Girl of the Glen second, the outside, and third is back to the bar. They're coming from the tail, East on Broadway. It's the one that's going forward, 3 and 4 wide for them. In between them, Major Maguire. The leader's being joined now by Girl of the Glen. They're at the 400. Girl of the Glen and Kettering Girl, they settle down to fight it out. East on Broadway could be the danger to both as they go to the 300. That quarter 30.1 at the 300. The leader, Girl of the Glen, in the centre. Kettering Girl's finding another effort. Out wide, East on Broadway. Hazel Ellen coming into it 4 wide behind them. Into the straight 250 from home. Girl of the Glen on the outside. Kettering Girl. Further out is East on Broadway, but Girl of the Glen's going to be too good. And Girl of the Glen has beaten close, maybe, East on Broadway by a nostril. Kettering Girl behind them on the pegs. And then Hazel Ellen was there with them, stumbling in behind them, Dexter's Son. Further back to Famous Cookie, the Secret Mouse, and it was amongst the tail enders with Major Maguire. Girl of the Glen for Blake Jones, started favourite, won like a favourite should, $1.40 and $1.20. 28.6 overall time for the journey. And it'll run about a 2-minute battle, just a breath worse than 2 minutes. Now the time, 28.6.